Here are things that will help you with organization that take 1 minute or less. One thing that you can do that helps with organization that you can do in 1 minute or less is get a basket or use a basket somewhere in your home. You get that basket, you put it somewhere, and then you put whatever you want to in it. Now, why is this good? Because you can use it in a lot of different places for a lot of different uses. For example, if you have washcloths, then you can put those in the basket and put it in your bathroom, and it makes it a lot easier to access the washcloths. Plus, it looks neat, and plus, you can move it all around the bathroom to make it convenient for whoever is there. And it's going to be better than having the washcloths in a closet, because when you go to a closet, you have to open it up and then you have to look and find the washcloth or towel that you want to use and then pull it out. And another thing about using baskets is that it keeps whatever is in it visual, so you can look and see if you're out of something or you need to replace something a lot easier than having to go into the closet and find what you want. And something you can do that helps with organization and you can do in 1 minute or less is to add a ladder to your bathroom. You get a small ladder, you put it up against the wall, you lean it there, and then you have additional space to hang towels or whatever else you want to hang on it. Maybe you have clothes you want to hang on because you're getting ready to go somewhere or whatever. And this is great because of the fact that, have you seen towel bars in bathrooms? They're generally pretty small. You can't fit a lot on there. With this, you get additional space in your bathroom to where you can hang more stuff. And it's easy to access as well. And it doesn't take a lot of time to do it. And you can use just about any ladder that you can find. And the other thing is, if you want to get a ladder that's more stylish or something, then you can also buy them as well. And if you are going to buy a more stylish ladder, then I will put some in the description below and you can decide on if you want to use those or something else. And something will help you with organization that you can do in 1 minute or less is to install command hooks. And these things are great because they are versatile. You can put them just about anywhere, and then you have a hook in your house or apartment. But the other thing is all it takes is to have the hook, put the adhesive on, and then put it on your wall or cabinet or wherever you need a hook. And this is going to free up space for you, because then you can take something that you have in one place and put it on the hook, and you can put something else in the place that that item previously was. And this is great because you also can put maybe 2 or 3 of these command hooks up in a minute, and then after that, they are there for you to use for a long time. And it's really hard to pull a command hook off because I've tried, and that adhesive sticks really well. And something you can do that will help you with organization in 1 minute or less is to get a shoe rack and organize a shoe rack. You get a shoe rack from the store, you bring it home, you put it in whatever place you want to put it in, and then it doesn't take you that long to organize the shoes and put them in the shoe rack. You can definitely do it in 1 minute or less, unless you have a lot of shoes, and then it might take you a lot longer. But say you have 3 pairs of shoes or 4 pairs of shoes, you can probably put them all in that shoe rack very quickly and be under 1 minute, and it's going to look a lot better for you because they're not all disorganized in the kitchen, on the floor, wherever you had them before. And they're much easier to find. If you want to, you can get a shoe rack that has different colors or something to designate for each person. And so it's going to be something you can use that only takes less than a minute to set up, and then get it organized really quickly. And if you do need help finding a shoe rack, I put some in the description. You can use those or whatever else you want to use as well. And something else that will help you with organization in 1 minute or less is you take a clear container and fill it up with whatever food you need to fill it up with. That means cereal, pasta, beans, spices, whatever you need to fill up that container with. And the good thing about this is it's going to eliminate boxes in your pantry that you have all this stuff in. And so it's going to free it up so you have more space in your pantry. You can see things better. And also, you can see right inside the clear container. It doesn't take that long to take whatever you are going to put in the clear container and then just pour it into there. And you might be able to do 2 or 3 of these containers really fast. And so using clear containers can make it so it's less frustrating trying to find what you want to find. Now, if you need some, I have some in the description below that you can use, or you can use whatever clear containers you want to use as well. And something you can do that will help with organization in 1 minute or less is to use labels and write out labels, because of the fact that you can use labels just about anywhere that you need one, whether you want to label a section or food or even a container, you can put a label on it. And it doesn't take that long to write out a label. You just take whatever label you have and then write what you want to on it, and then stick it wherever you want to on that thing. So you might be able to do 2 or 3, even 4 or 5 different labels, and maybe that's all you have to label, and you can accomplish all of that in just 1 minute. And you can even get labels that are color coded if you want to do that as well. And that's another way that you can use labels to find things quickly, and you can use labels to also put a label on something very quickly. If you are getting value out of the content, go ahead and click the subscribe button for me, or just share this video with a friend. And something that will help with organization in 1 minute or less is to clear off your nightstand. And it should be a very quick process. You're just going to look at everything that doesn't belong in your nightstand or that you don't need on there, and just clear that off. Any trash, any like movie stub receipts, any extraneous things that you may have had in your pocket that you put on the nightstand and you know that it really doesn't belong there. You just want to take all that stuff off, clear it off, and then put it in the trash or move it to wherever it needs to be moved to. And it should only take you less than a minute to do that, unless you have just a ton of stuff on your nightstand that you can't possibly get it cleared off in a minute. And something will help you with organization in 1 minute or less is to put something in your declutter drop zone. Now, if you don't know what this is, a declutter drop zone is after you picked up all the trash and things that you know that you want to get rid of, you have a place in your house or apartment to where you put that stuff because you're not quite ready to get rid of it, or maybe you're not going out to get rid of it right now, but you put it all in one place just so you have all your clutter in that one spot. Now, you do have to go back at some point and then move that clutter out of your apartment or out of your home, but this is a very easy thing to do, because after you've gathered all that trash, or as you're gathering that trash or that clutter, you can just walk over to that zone and then drop it in that zone. And then at the end of everything, you have different things in that zone that you're ready to figure out whether you want to declutter. But it only takes a few seconds to go get whatever you're trying to get to put in that zone, and then put it in that zone and drop it in there. So that should take you less than 1 minute, or you may have 2 or 3 things that you are picking up or moving and putting it in there as well. Now, if this is only part of the process, I have another video that goes over 12 time saving hacks for your ADHD home, and you can watch that video right here.